So welcome to Mostly Satisfactory, my series where I go go through the tutorial and all the motions of learning how to play Satisfactory. And currently, just I guess complete coincidence, I happen to choose doing this in the holiday season. So we're in the middle of FICSMAS, which is the Satisfactory version of Christmas. And originally it was a bit of a distraction for me. And it's become more of a distraction actually because I'm getting more ingrained, enthusiastic about it. So I've been devoting more and more time and effort to it. And last time we saw that despite being told up front how the whole thing works, I missed an important factor, and so I spent a lot of time spinning my wheels trying to figure out how to make the various Christmas components. So I eventually figured it out, and then realized that I should have known all along. So that's my bad. But we are now up and running. On all cylinders, so to speak. So, however, FICSMAS isn't the only thing I'm working on. I'm actually working on the core game progression as well. So we're doing both. This is a game about automation, completely automating stuff. And as you can see, as looking around, I am barely automated. There's still a lot of manualness going on here, as you can see, as I'm making wires. To make cables to complete the prerequisites to expand my inventory, which is a double necessity because, as you can see, my inventory is full of Christmas presents. And those Christmas presents are the raw materials we use for the FICSMAS event. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And because of the nature of the game at this point, where there's a lot of still manual work, right? I'm still researching and building the prerequisites to get the technologies that will enable me to automate on a greater and greater scale. There's still a lot of manual work. There's still a lot of downtime. There's still a lot of me running around, picking stuff up and moving it around. So
you can now make actual snow from gifts. And by actual snow, I mean it is constructed from chemical elements. With this actual snow, you can now make FICSMAS snowmen, which are proven to improve pioneer socialization and combat loneliness. Having too many snowmen, however, has proven to be detrimental to a pioneer's health.
By actual snow, they mean stuff made from chemical components. But isn't water a chemical component? Right? So actual snow or synthetic snow are both made from chemical components. Anyway, that's nitpicky. So actual snow. Yeah. Okay. Christmas balls, which last time I gained the ability to make those things, but they're going to have to be made in a smelter. I've already got 2 smelters running, one for iron, one for copper, and my concern at the moment is that so far everything I have working is using energy from biomass burners, but they're the 2 that are built onto the hub. So at this point, I haven't had to really go out of my way or do anything extra, but with all the stuff I have running, I'm getting close to maximizing my power output. So if I'm going to do something like add 1 or 2 smelters, that could be the straw that pushes me over the edge and shuts down my power system. So we'll just see how it goes from there. plenty of copper. To achieve the expansion of my inventory, I'm going to need 1,000 cable. And since it takes 2 wire to make 1 cable, I'm going to need 2,000 wires. And that's 2,000 copper to make 2,000 wire. Actually, I think you might get 2... wires from 1 copper. I don't know. I just make stuff until I have enough. So, let's add power to this bad boy. And okay, it's just a straight smelting of Christmas presents, 1 for 1. So that's easy enough. So you can see I'm living within my means, but not everything's operating, right? I originally built the 2 constructors because I was using 1 constructor to build the components necessary for my upgrades instead of doing them all manually, and that helped speed things along. But then with the addition of the FICSMAS stuff, I need a 2nd constructor because the FICSMAS stuff can only be made in a constructor, and that was the sticking point last time. So now I had 2, but now that I have the need to make these Christmas ornaments, these Christmas balls, and they're being made in a smelter, I can free up the constructors for my wire and cable. And this is still not very impressive in terms of automation, but this is probably the most complex thing I've done to date. Is I have a constructor making wire that is feeding a constructor making cables. And it's a tiny baby step to where I need to be, but it is a step nonetheless in the right direction. FICSMAS is an event that runs through January 18th in the real world. I'm not quite sure what that means, right? So, and I haven't looked it up at all. So my guess, my prediction, is that everything associated with FICSMAS remains active until the 18th. And then my guess is that after the 18th, what changes is I'm no longer able. I'll no longer have the calendar. So I need to get everything out of there before then, and that the decorations will all go away. But any Christmas presents that I already have, I'll keep. Anything I made with the Christmas presents, I'll keep. But I won't be getting any new Christmas presents falling from the sky. So that's my prediction. I have no idea how close that will be to reality. I just realized there's a gold slug up there. Huh. Which I can't do anything about at the moment. Last episode we gained the ability to make concrete foundations, which is something that I'll need to do soon. In fact, I'll get to that in a minute. But with the concrete foundations, we can now make ramps and all sorts of other physical structures, which should allow me to start reaching areas that normally I haven't been able to reach up to now without trying to turn this whole thing into a parkour course. So this is good. what was I about to say? The structures. So I didn't have time to do it before I started this episode, but what I need to do is I need to diagram out a flow chart of what I have, what I can build, what I need to build, and then once I have the flow chart in hand, that will help me figure out a physical layout, how I can set up, conveyor belts and constructors and output so that it's all more efficient. I think I've now seen a couple videos about Satisfactory, and I think you have two extremes in the player base, right? You have the people who kind of come in and just play this like a real-time strategy game, right? They're just like, hey, I need X. I need to run a conveyor. So I'll just pick a conveyor and I'll just run it to wherever I need it to go. Or I need a smelter. So here's a spot. I'll put a smelter down. I'm up and running. And they just kind of wing it, right? Just kind of casual, do what you need when you need it and have fun. The other end of the spectrum are the guys who are using online tools and stuff, and they are generating flows and production at like as close to peak efficiency as possible. These are the people who are breaking out spreadsheets and setting proportions and wow. Now, I to the people who are totally casual, I seem probably to be very uptight and structured and planning. And to the people who are using all the spreadsheets and stuff, I seem to be pretty laissez-faire, come as you are, just do what you feel type of thing. So if both ends of the spectrum think that, what is that? It's like a big slug. What? It's not. Oh. Okay. So, in this game, in all the marketing materials of this game, there is a dog-like creature. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's very clearly dog-like. And apparently for Christmas, they put antlers and a glowing red nose on him, or her, or it. So it looks different. I gotta say, it scared me. I thought it was some type of scorpion or something. But so I know you can befriend these guys, and coming from Minecraft, you can befriend things with food. But I got this nut and he's backing away from it, so clearly he's not nuts about it. I'm sorry, it's late. This is how I get when it's late. If you think this is bad, you just see it when it gets late and I'm a little drunk. But I'm probably not necessarily completely intelligible at that point. But it's been years, decades since that's happened, so we won't need to worry about that. But yeah, I don't know how to use these equipment shortcuts, or how to, I apparently with my hands I could, there's a left hand and a right hand, and I got to figure that out. But in the meanwhile, I'm just mucking along. So now I'm trying to find the dog again. He wasn't nuts about the nuts. So let's see if he's berry receptive to a berry. It doesn't matter if you think I'm funny. I think I'm funny. I crack myself up. So there you go. And that's probably the thing with dad humor. Dads say it, and dads laugh at it. Maybe nobody else does, but it doesn't matter to us. Well, it does matter to us. If we can get them to laugh, if we can get other people to laugh at our dad humor, that is the holy grail. But if you get the opposite reaction where people are not laughing, but they're groaning and making a big deal of how bad it is, that's almost as good. So from our perspective, there really is the only way you can really disappoint us when we say a bad joke is not to react at all. And I might have just given away our dedicated dad secret, but yep, that's how it works. If you don't react, well, then it's no fun. But if you do react, then it doesn't really matter the reaction. That's why we do it. So I can't find the dog. I don't know if he likes berries. Since everything on this island, everything at my level has attacked me except for the dog, I can assume, or I can at least understand why the dog is, backing away from me. I get it. Plus, as far as I've noticed, there doesn't seem to be any deodorant in Satisfactory, and I've been here for several days, so that could be another factor why the dog is backing away from me. And not only a deodorant, but I don't see any shower facilities. So, these things happen. I'm tempted at some point to, you see when you do the manual crafting, the apparatus starts to heat up and it gets, glowing hot, and then steam starts to come out of it. Due to the miracle of save games, I'm thinking that I should try, as an experiment, possibly on camera, to just push it to the limit, see what happens. If it's too detrimental, we can restore the saved game and press on from there. But, yeah, we'll see. I mean, you heard the plan. What do you think of that? Add a comment below, Let me know what you think. Or, if you know what happens, tell me that. I mean, that's useful information to me. I mean, I'm just curious. I don't necessarily want to see things explode, but... Oof. So things are cooking along here. Still see the slug up on the rock that I have a really hard time getting up. I seem to remember, well, I don't know. So if you're new to this series, this is actually my second run through Satisfactory, but my first run was short-lived. I only got to the point where, excuse me, I could build the space elevator. So, and then I realized that this is a game with incredible depth and complexity and a learning curve, and I think that it would be an interesting Let's Play series to basically step through that learning process, which is why I started over at that point, and you're seeing the result of that. So there's a lot about the game that I know, just logically I know that there's a bunch of materials and technologies I don't have access to that will change the nature of the game radically. For example, like right now, I'm basically burning biofuels, and I know that there's got to be better fuel out there. I mean, I just I don't really know. I just am assuming because I've seen some pictures of things that people have done, and there's no way you can tell me that they're running on biofuel. I mean, there's just no way they the island would have been, and I'm assuming it's an island, but this area that we have access to would have been like laid barren 14 times over to power all the stuff that they got up there running. So I know there's got to be more advanced and or replenishing or renewable energy sources out there. I have no idea what they are, but that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. And some of the materials we have figured out. There's Caterium, which is basically a gold substitute that we've encountered, right? So we were able to research it enough to know that that's what it is, and presumably there will be a point where I will have access to more of it, so I'll be able to use it and stuff. I think I found coal on this run. I definitely found some coal in the last run, so I know that's there. And we found quartz, or alien-looking quartz. So I know there's these other materials that we'll get to, and they're going to enable something. Also, the nature of this game is pretty chill, right? I mean, Minecraft, things get dark and everything gets really dangerous. But here, except for these big old armadillo pig things, it's been pretty chill so far. And once you kill them, they don't seem to come back very often. So, this is truly a nice, relaxing way to spend time. Now, that being said, I also know there's other biomes, and the one I chose is the one that says it's perfect for beginners, which makes it perfect for me. But with the other biomes out there, if this one's perfect for beginners, then understandably those probably aren't perfect for beginners. And the question would be why. I mean, it could be that there's less resources, and or there's more hostile forces, or the topology is kind of all crazy and uneven, or certain resources are hard to find there or non-existent, or all the above. Mix and match. So I don't know. I don't know those things. I don't know the landscape. Except for the lore that my FICSMAS AI tells me. I don't really know the backstory. But the FICSMAS AI is pretty clear so far that this is mankind. Where corporations apparently play a very large role in the direction of humanity, now reaching out to the stars to exploit and loot other stellar bodies for our benefit, or to put another way, we're going to expand our consumerism for the sake of consumerism beyond the stars. Pretty cynical, I know, but and I think that's part of the message that the dev team is trying to give us here. I mean, it is a fun exercise to do the research for new technologies, and to do the extraction and the planning and the building and the automating. I'm pretty, that's all fun, but in the end, there is a real life cost to doing this in real life that's environmentally devastating.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for FICSIT.
Now I'm getting to the part where some of these scientific breakthroughs I need to make are going to require things that I have no knowledge of. I don't know what these things are. I don't know how you make them. I don't even know what materials they use. They haven't appeared anywhere else in the, the stuff I'm doing. So it's like a trailer, right? It's like coming soon. You'll be able to make this widget. Okay, good, but what do I need to make the widget? Well, that's the part I got to figure out. And I figured it out by doing, these milestones. Like any project has milestones. You reach a milestone and you're further along in the project. Opens up other parts of the project. So. So 50 of each Christmas ball and 50 of the branches. The branches I have to create in a constructor. The Christmas balls we already have cooking in their own smelters. So let's see. We need a lot of screws. But that's okay, because you create 4 screws for every iron rod, so we can generate them fairly quickly. So I don't have all the Christmas balls I need for all the upgrades at the moment, but I have enough that once those branches are done, we can turn in that upgrade. Huh. I just realized that one present will get me 2 blue balls and one present will get me 1 red ball. Huh. I hadn't paid close attention to that before. I thought it was 1 and 1 for each. But I'm missing some balls still and a data cartridge. So I might need to make another foot locker just to put the Christmas presents in, so I can kind of hoard those in anticipation of future needs. There he is again, and I don't have any food. So, here's a berry. Let's see if he likes the berry. Here, Pooch. Here, Pooch. That would be a no. Yeah, a no with a capital N. Okay. So, the only other food item I can think of... are there any other food items? I have to think about that. Wow, it's all the berries reset. That's very fortunate. I'm sorry, it's compulsive. It just, I can't help it. Okay, we're almost ready for the next step. So we can grab some iron and do some manual constructing plus automated constructing to get us to where we need to be, which is still almost another 100 rods and about halfway with screws. Is there anything I can do here? Okay, so I'm back to automating the screws. And we can get this one, no, this other one updated.
You can now finally automate gift production with the FICSMAS gift tree and focus your attention back on tasks of actual importance, like not questioning where the gifts are coming from, and improving your infrastructure.
Wow, that was strangely specific and applicable. I'm just kind of curious. So I'm new to the game, and I'm obviously new to FICSMAS. I'm just wondering, is this content that they actually intended for players at all levels, or is this like stuff to just kind of keep new expert level players, aware of and stuff? Or, yeah. It's interesting, right? Who's the target audience here? I've got pretty much all the blue ornaments I need almost, and I need a lot of red ornaments. Huh. I don't remember what number I'm on. 14.
This data cartridge enables the last branches of the FICSMAS man tree to be unlocked, which means we will both be celebrating the end of this event soon.
Okay, where's 15? Okay, give me a hint. Oh. I don't think I ever would have spotted that on my own. Hard drive. Okay. 16 I saw up here. Premium FICSMAS skins.
Nothing says happy holidays more than the inevitable destruction of local flora and fauna with a festively decorated vehicle. This vehicle decoration can be found in the customizer.
Ah. Vehicle decoration. Okay. I don't have any vehicles. At the rate things are going, I don't know if I'll ever have vehicles, but... Okay. Getting there. Getting there. Okay, let's see if we can find the Doggo and see if he will take this alien protein, because I don't know what else to give him if he won't. I can't put this stuff in my hands? Well, that kind of rules it out as what I need to tame the pet. No. Been there, done that. Don't want to do that again. Well, shucks, darn. Another slug. Ooh, and some creepy crawly bug looking things and some type of tunnel type entrance. And apparently 400 gifts. I wonder how high up those sparkles go, because it seems that there's a limited height of the sparkles, and that means that if I could see the sparkles, the item might be out of sight, but it's not as far down as it could be. Or maybe I'm reading too much into this. Okay, we just need rods. So let's turn off the screw machine. I don't really need branches, I just needed to quit making screws. Nice!
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
There is something strangely endearing about her patronizing attitude. And that is pure sarcasm. So, I had forgotten that one gift will get me 2 blue decorated balls. So, I have 10 more than I need. Meanwhile, I still need more red balls, but I have 2 smelters I can work on it now. So that should work. I do appreciate I'm looking at the silhouette of my avatar there, and I appreciate that the avatars in this game have the dad bod. I can relate to that. I appreciate that. Because, normally in a game where you can specify the look of your in-game representation, people like to go with super tall, super short, strong and buff, super skinny. Generally, people like to look like anything except themselves. And I'm not saying that everybody's fat. I'm just sitting there saying that that's not a choice they take usually. But here, everyone's fat, at least in game, and I'm okay with that. I like it. Maybe not fat. How about pleasingly plump? Okay. I need concrete. I need a lot of concrete. And I need wire. The concrete's the hard one because it takes 3 limestone to make 1 bag of concrete, and I need 500 concrete. Oh, 400 concrete. Okay. Still, that's a lot. That's 1,200 limestone. So an object scanner might be a useful tool, yeah? Oh, I need a lot more screws. Okay, got the object scanner, which looks suspiciously like a 1960s transistor radio, but yep. Gonna need more limestone. And it I got there just in time for it to max out. Yeah. I was worried for a second. It didn't seem like it was starting back up, but apparently it just takes a little bit to figure out that it's got open capacity again. So everything's cooking along here. I just realized that I got the 6 extra inventory slots, and I'm getting close to needing them already. But, you know, that's how all these games work, is inventory management is always a key element of the gameplay. But, I really haven't spent much time figuring out how storage works in this game. I know there's big storage containers like you see on cargo ships. And I've got these kind of like footlocker boxes I can keep stuff in, but I don't know to what extent they can be automated or not automated or whatever. I gotta figure it out. More tickets. So I think I have all the red ornaments I need. Almost. Okay, now I have all the red ornaments I need. Okay, let's do this. Oh, forgot the data cartridge. Okay, now let's do this.
Oh, joy, the tree is fancier now. Well done. Unfortunately, you are only halfway there. More appropriate ornaments made with iron and copper can now be created in the foundry. When I say more appropriate, I am referring to the usage of factory materials as a subtle reminder of your purpose on this planet, and the fate of all of humanity resting on your shoulders, of course.
Silver and gold, huh? Okay. Let's see what a silver and gold. Huh. Did I miss something here? Are they not made in the smelter? Produced in blank. Okay. Well, I think I just ran face first into a brick wall. Kind of answers my question about who's this content geared for. So, I apparently haven't progressed far enough to be able to make the machine that will... No hard drive available. Oh. I gotta go get the hard drive. So I'm not advanced enough to have the machine that I need to create the silver and gold ornaments. So that kind of puts the kibosh on... it's taking 10 minutes. Okay. That puts a kibosh on my FICSMAS progress. So now I need to... Well, not whether I need to or not. I really don't have any choice but to focus on the regular game progression. Yeah, okay. Still need that limestone because I'm only at 61 concrete and I need 400, so it might be worthwhile to actually move a constructor down there to the limestone miner and have it just fully automated. Meanwhile, I also need a lot of plates and other stuff. I need wire too, but I just need a whole bunch of everything. And I needed it yesterday, but that's okay. So, I think I'll definitely need to make another Foot Locker type of box to store Christmas presents, because at this point they're gonna stack up, since I can't really do anything with them yet, and I don't know if or when I'll be able to. So, in all honesty. The thing with the limestone is that I can convert limestone into concrete much faster than I can mine it. In the case of copper and iron, once I get the copper and the iron, I can mine it much faster than I can do anything with it. But this is the opposite. Still got 6 minutes left. So what I'm curious about is I got this hard drive as part of the FICSMAS event. So presumably it's going to give me something that is FICSMAS related. Again, that is complete conjecture on my part. I don't know how this stuff works, so.
I thought I had destroyed every copy of this tape. How does it keep turning up? No matter. Ignore it. There's nothing interesting on it anyway. In fact, listening to it causes hallucinations, and eventually, after 7 days, your brain melts. For your own sake, I advise avoiding it at all costs.
And of course you do. I wonder if there's some way to listen to that thing. Powerful shockwave instead of a regular explosion. I don't even have the ability to make a regular explosion. I got 30 of them, so that's nice. But not real keen to go mess around with overgrown fireworks.
Fix-It wants you to know that you matter.
Despite her tone. Yeah. Kind of goes out of her way to try to put you in your place.
It would be such a shame if you accidentally dropped this. Such a shame.
I'm already kind of nervous and freaking out because they gave me a bunch of explosives. So then they give me a nuke. Okay. Oh, I think my blood pressure just went up. Okay. So, this stun rebar. Okay. I thought rebar was a building material. I didn't think it was a weapon, but okay. So I was just thinking about this. I found or been gifted traditional explosive devices, which I can see. I mean, as far as I know, this game doesn't let me tunnel or dig or landscape in a way like you'd be used to in something like Minecraft.
That's just poetic. I appreciate a good joke.
Anyway, but they gave me a nuke, right? So, well, first of all, considering the size of the world, I'm assuming this nuke isn't, measured in gigatons. This is like a tactical nuke. But even with that said, what in this game is going to happen where I'm thinking a tactical nuke is the right tool for the job, right? Now I'm curious. I mean, so maybe this game isn't as pacifistic as I thought. I mean, it is a single player game, so this isn't I don't have a tactical nuke as a base buster for a PvP. But on the other hand, what is out there that requires a nuke? So I don't know. But what I'm doing here is I'm moving the constructor over here to the limestone mine so that I can directly feed the constructor from the limestone mine, which should help speed up and generally take the tedium out of, well, mostly take the tedium out of making concrete. And I still have, a lot of concrete to make, so that's all good stuff. That's all useful. But I need some iron plates to make to make the conveyor belt. So I need to go back and make the plates here. I don't know. Just for a second, I was like back in Minecraft mode, thinking I'll just plop down a crafting bench and make it and plug it in. But Doesn't work that way here, does it? I think the caffeine is starting to wear off. No matter. This is about the end of the episode anyway. Okay, so this is now, quote-unquote, fully automated. And now it's powered. And voila. Love it when a plan comes together. Still going to take a while, I think, but that's a lot less running around and material handling on my part. Plus, I'm going to try. I see it's already maxed out at 100 limestone, so I'm going to try to get these spare limestone out of my pocket, taking up space. There we go. Oh, perfect. Muy perfecto.
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Iron wire, fused wire. Alternate recipes. Wow. Okay, that is not what I was expecting, right? I didn't realize they had anything like the concept of a alternate recipe, and it looks like these recipes are set up so that you can potentially, like in the case of this one, I can make quote-unquote iron wire. It's wire, but I use iron instead of copper, and at the cost of 5 iron for 9 copper wire. So I don't think that. So I guess if I have iron coming out of my ears and not enough copper, that would make sense. And the other one is you're making wire with caterium, and you make a lot of wire, but I don't have a steady source of caterium, so that's not particularly useful, at least not now. I thought it was going to be another FICSMAS recipe type thing, but or just some type of other discovery. If these are alternate sources of recipes or whatever, I'm kind of hoping that there's some that gives me something like, normally 5 of something will get me 10 of something else. Hopefully they can give me like 5 of something will give me 13 or 14 or 15 of something else, right? Just, kind of like a bonus. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, I'm learning more and more about this game, but wow, next time we will need to structure the base, essentially rebuild the base using my flow diagram, so that we can now actually take the stuff we know about now and fully automate it. That's the goal next time. So let me go work on that. But in the meantime, I hope this finds you and yours in good health, good spirits, and perhaps a touch of good fortune. Cheers.